Hey, yo, I feel like it's been so long, but I had to drop this knowledge on y'all real quick and just put these projects in front of y'all. I mentioned them before, but it's time to mention them again. And I got a new one for you guys. You definitely want to be on the lookout for. There's no doubt that these projects are going to take off when they drop, right? So make sure you watch the end to catch that new one. Probably one of the top projects I've been looking at, man, in a minute. Yeah, basically, like, let's go over how this shit been going lately. All right, so you take a look at Magic Eden. We had a couple projects that were really hype, right? That dropped and didn't do what people expected them to do. All right, so with Just Eight, this was a 5 Sol mint price, right? So 5 Solana, it's probably like around $200. They didn't say too much, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really say, they didn't give like an extensive roadmap to let people know what to look out for, nothing like that. It was real simple, but they still did well, right? The price is still over double what it meant it for, right? We've seen it dump a couple times, whatever. But the big thing is that these people got a large following, 300,000 followers on Twitter, and yeah, it's like people just expected these things to go parabolic, and they don't. Another one was Trippy Kids, right? We've seen Trippy Kids come out, which didn't do too well. Trippy World didn't do too well, right? All of these things are going under mint. Yeah, these things are going under mint, under the mint price, and they're getting deemed failed projects, right? So with that being said, it's been this trend of people just like, flooding projects before they drop and whatever, whatever. With this one right here, right? A lot of people were not fucking with the 5 Sol mint. And now we have Bubble Goose Ballers, right? Who announced today that their mint price will be 7 Solana. Just to summarize it for you guys, the project that they're working with is the Catalina Whale Mixer, right? And these, if I'm not mistaken, are sitting around 100 Sol. So these whales are sitting at 125 Solana right now. They said they announced before that they were going to have the mint price be in that $200 to $300 range. And yeah, when they said that, the price of Solana changed, right? So Solana went from uh, over $100 to way below $100, almost $37 right now. And yeah, so for those of you that didn't watch my video where I talked about the Bubbles Ballers previously, I want to say it's my last video that these guys, right? The founder of this project is Carl Jones, right? And Carl Jones is the producer of the Boondocks, um, Black Dynamite, Last OG, and more, right? So he's a well established, right, animation producer, right? So he produces animation cartoons and he's very successful at it, right? Now he got with he got with Wag Me Beach, right? And Wag Me Beach dropped Catalina Wells, and their second drop is Bubble Goose Ballers. So they're basically collaborating, right? Basically collaborating to put this project out there. Now he's smart because he could have came into this space, said, "Yo, I'm gonna draw this up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make an animated series and just drop it right by himself." But what he did was smart. He got with somebody who was well established on the blockchain, right? He got somebody who's well established on the Solana blockchain, like the Catalina Whale Mixers, right? And using the aid of them to successfully launch this project. And because he did that, the whole community is really bullish on it, right? So everybody that's up there, like Frank from D Gods, we got all these Catalina whales who are gonna be able to mint this for free. So it's gonna be like a whale type of thing. Like they're basically allocating, right, like guaranteed spots to these big time holders, right? To these big dudes on the Solana blockchain. So inevitably it's gonna make it way more valuable once they did that. All right. So basically what their rationale for making it 7 Sol mint price is that they want to get basically around this $250 to $300 range. And they're gonna use, right? If you do the math, there's 10,000 in the collection. That's about 70,000 Sol, right? If they sell all of those 10,000 NFTs for 7 Sol, it'd be 70,000 Sol, which would be equivalent to $2.5 million, right? That they will be able to make in this one day selling out. Now, besides that, they got the Catalina Wells who are going to be coming through and minting most of these. So they're not gonna make the whole 2.5 million, but they'll probably make somewhere close to $2 million upon sellout. And then they're gonna get their probably like an 7 to 8% um royalties every time that these NFTs sell. So with that being said, it's gonna be a lot of money coming through. But they announced that they're gonna do a merch drop with Fubu. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but it seems pretty cool. And besides that, they're gonna drop a pilot episode. So basically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take $1 million of the mint funds, and they're gonna go create the first episode for Bubble Goose Ballers, right? Because it's gonna be an animated series, and this dude is very, very competent of producing this animated series. It's not like he's just saying this shit. So they're gonna go put together the first episode of this animated series and pretty much go shop it around for these different networks. Now, after they announced this, you can see a bunch of people, right, selling their whitelist, right? Seven Soul calling them clowns, right? A bunch of people kind of just like calling it a cash grab. Some people are with it, but a lot of people, what I'm saying, are pretty much clowning the fact that it's Seven Soul, right? And yeah, but they're not seeing that they're already guaranteeing spending $1 million from the mint to go do something for the project, right? For the holders. Now, besides that, they're actually going to be they're going to be cross chain minting. A lot of like one of the goals for a lot of these Solana projects is to onboard Ethereum NFT holders into this Solana ecosystem, right? So I want to say somewhere here, okay, Magic Eden, right? Tweeted from their page, cross chain ballers, the partnership with CrossMint.io. Magic Eden will enable allow list of users to mint a portion of the Bubble Goose collection using the MetaMask wallet and paying in ETH for their mint on 6/13. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I never heard of cross mint really, but basically they're gonna allow people on Ethereum to mint Bubble Goose on Magic Eden with the ETH wallet. So it's gonna be pretty interesting, right? I ain't gonna lie, I'm sold on this project. Like definitely gonna try to snag one of these. We also have Duppies, right? So we got this cat right here. Sometimes he be playing, sometimes he's serious. You know what I'm saying? But he's up here talking shit earlier, right? So he was talking about one collection is free, the other one costs 70,000 Solana, and they're collecting zero mint funds. The other one's collecting $2.6 million in mint funds, right? So a lot of this dude, like a lot of people just be trying to fudge shit, but I know that this project will go crazy, right? This project will also go crazy, which is the next one we're going to talk about. But I know for a fact that this project is going to go crazy, regardless of what these people say, because there's founders of the most successful projects. So we got Frank from DGOS, we got Farouk from Ethereum, we got a bunch of people. I was in a Twitter space with them earlier. You know what I'm saying? And all these guys, these top dogs, all these whales, all these founders um of successful projects were talking about how they're gonna mint bubble goose. So like once these dudes start posting their bubble goose, it's gonna shoot the floor price up. Right. So Seven Soul is actually a good deal for these. I see them going pretty far, right? And really you gotta shout out to Catalina Wells because that's what's really gonna push this project up there. All right, so for me, the time that we in right now, like it's been pretty scary for these hype mints because this is a hype mint, has over 200,000 followers. It's gonna be a little nerve wracking because all these mints have been coming out 200, 300,000 followers, 100,000 followers, and they've been coming out and they kind of been failing, a lot of them, right? I want to say Just Ape is the only one that kind of held up after that mint. You know what I'm saying? So we have a thread right here of the mint schedule for Bubble Goose Ballers. So they're coming out on Monday, June 13th. And it's gonna be 5 phases. So the first phase, whale holders, right? And the whale holders are people from the Catalina Whale Mixer. So the whale holders plus the Bubble Goose Ballers guaranteed whitelist are gonna mint for 2 hours or a few hours here actually. Yeah, it's 2 hours. And then the free mints for the tier 2 and tier 3 diamond, fin whales, right? So there's a certain trait, right? The diamond fins on the whales are gonna be able to mint for free, right? For this 1 hour window. And the whale holders get the first whitelist along with the people that they allocated the whitelist to, right? Phase three is whales free for all. So all the whale holders get an extra mint, one extra mint. First come, first serve. And depending on the supply that's left, whatever, they might get it, they might not. Phase four is another whitelist mint free for all. So everybody that gets a whitelist gets an extra mint, right? And then you have the public, if there's anything left over, you know what I'm saying? Then they'll have it at 130. So with that being said, right, they might give out a couple more chances to get whitelists, and hopefully I could get one. I haven't gotten one yet, but pretty much they're trying to keep it like almost a all whitelist mint. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty good for the project. Now Duppies is a whitelist mint. It's a second project coming out of D Gods, and I spoke about this one before. They want to have it stand alone. You know what I'm saying? They want to have it like a little bit different than D Gods. So if we look at D Gods right here, successful soul project, 379 soul right now, which is a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this math real quick so I don't say nothing dumb. It's around $15,000 for one of these. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, D Gods is dropping the Duppies project, and these Duppies are dropping at some point in June, right? So they're dropping sometime soon. It's gonna be 100% whitelist mint, and yeah, you pretty much have to have whitelist for this. And the D Gods, if I'm not mistaken, are able to grab this for free, right? It's basically a free mint, and the people who aren't D Gods have to buy dust, which is D Gods token, and they'll be able to the mint for a certain price of dust, certain amount of dust. All right, so this project right here is pretty much going to take off crazy. I just want to put these on your radar, right? We're not going to dive too deep into them. I wanted to talk about Bubble Goose a little bit because of what's been going on over there, but I'm almost 100% positive that will at least double. That floor price is going to see at least 15 sold, if not 20 sold on the first day, right? And with it being the second project, like just like Duppies is the second project for D Gods, Bubble Goose Ballers is technically the second project for the Catalina Whale Mixers. They just bringing on one of the top dogs from the animation game in real life. You know what I'm saying? So they really, I think I'm actually more bullish on Bubble Goose Ballers than I am Duppies, right? So that's what we got going on here, right? And this is probably towards the end of the video. We got Llama is gone, whatever. Operation Sin. So Operation Sin is a second project from NFT Llama. So NFT Llama dropped the project Llamaverse. So if you heard of Llamaverse, right, they're sitting at almost 4 Ethereum right now, which is somewhere around like $7,000 to $8,000 per NFT for the cheapest one. This is basically another project coming from NFT Llama, and it's Operation Sin. It's like real dark. You get what I'm saying? It's like an invite only Discord. I'm still trying to get into the Discord. You know what I'm saying? You could click on this link, they'll take you to the Discord, but you kind of be like in the waiting room until they give you access through through Twitter. With that being said, right? They showed us some artwork. So boom, they bring in big dudes from artwork. It's kind of they got like a little story kind of like comic type vibe to this to like their marketing that they're doing right now. So they're talking about different stories, right? What Operation Sin is. They got prototypes and centers and all these type of things going on. And they basically saying that they kidnapped Llama and you guys got to find them. And it's a bunch of codes and different type of writing and stuff like that. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, this one is definitely gonna go crazy. Like you got to look at these projects. Like these are probably like no brainers because we see these projects are already established. We see these projects already done made their mark in the game, right? A lot of these projects are like, feel me? Catalina Wells, just doing math, right? Catalina Wells is at 125, so times 40, it's 5,000. It's 5,000 minimum to get into Catalina Wells. which is the project before Bubba Goose Ballers, right? This is Bubba Goose Ballers is Catalina Wells' second project, right? And there it's $5,000 just to buy into their ecosystem and get whitelisted for the second project. Boom. Then we got Duppies, which is the second project from D Gods. It's 15,000 to get into D Gods right now. Then we have Operation Sin. Their Genesis project is Llamaverse, right? And it's $8,000 to get into Llamaverse right now. So you gotta look at these barriers of entry, right? So if somebody was like, damn, I stole Llamaverse, damn, I stole my Catalina Wells, or damn, I want more Catalina Wells, I want to buy into this group, right? D Gods is like the top dogs on Solana right now. So dudes are gonna want to get into D Gods, and this is pretty much their way to get into D Gods through the second project. So it's almost inevitable that these projects, right, that I mentioned for a few $100s, right, are gonna be up there. Maybe not past the original collection, but it's gonna be close to, you know what I'm saying, to the collection because of what their communities are doing, what they're doing as builders, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to put these on your radar, you know what I'm saying. Leave in the comments below which projects you're bullish on and why. I'm gonna leave a link to all these products Twitter in the description. And yeah, man, like, subscribe, comment, share this shit with a friend, man. I hope y'all get some money. I hope y'all got some money from the last projects I talked about. Hope y'all got some money from OK Bears when I talked about it. I talked about Just Aped on this channel. I talked about a few projects, man. I talked about a few projects that are doing a thing and are gonna do their thing too. So I hope y'all getting some money from this. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all aping in. I hope y'all being safe. Because the meta right now is just like, these hype projects are dumping. Like you really gotta show something nowadays. You feel me? And these projects that showing something, they about to be somewhere. You feel me? And the ones that already show something, like it ain't gonna be too hard for them and they working. So peace, man. Love y'all.